Alright, so this is a median view of the left and right side of the brain after we cut them into two halves by doing a cut through the longitudinal fissure. So we've got our left cerebral hemisphere, our right cerebral hemisphere. Here we've got our corpus callosum, and here we've got the ventricle within the corpus callosum, or just below it. These are the lateral ventricles. This is the first lateral ventricle, the second lateral ventricle. Then we've got here the thalamus. You can see it's a grey circular area there. Here we've got the optic chiasma. Here we've got the superior and inferior colliculi that we could see when we opened it up or pulled apart the transverse fissure. Here we've got the pineal gland, which if I'd have done a perfect cut, we'd have seen half on the left and half on the right, but it's only on the right hand side. There's a tiny little bit of it left there. Okay, here's the superior and inferior colliculi. This is the right side of the cerebellum, left side, and this tree-like branching structure is the arbor vitae of the cerebellum. You can see the white part is myelinated axons and the grey part is unmyelinated axons. Then we've got the pons, which would be there, the medulla, spinal cord, and here we've got the central canal of the spinal cord. That's the canal that runs all along it. You know that because chordates have a dorsal hollow nerve cord. Alright, so now I'm going to look at this ventricular system, a system of cavities or holes that are filled with cerebral spinal fluid. We've got the lateral ventricles, the left, the right lateral ventricle. Now they're connected. Usually there would be a septum which closes these off, but there's a small window which connects them, a small corridor. So these left first and the right the second drains into this third lateral ventricle. That's the third lateral ventricle under there. Now the fourth lateral ventricle is under the cerebellum, and the third connects the fourth with something called the Cerebral Aqueduct, which I've never really found, but it's a small canal that connects the third with the fourth ventricle. And then the cerebral spinal fluid is connected to that central canal in the spinal cord. So they're most of the structures on this median view of the brain.